Hey, what's going on with y'all? Fellas, ladies, what's good? I want to discuss a couple of strains of marijuana that I've recently acquired. Recently got to smoke. Tell you the differences between them and how they can help and benefit you through your anxiety, panic attack problems that you may be having right now. And I'm going to help get you through. I'm going to do my best to do that by giving you the advice to help myself out, listening to my own advice. Understanding myself. Understanding yourself is important. A lot of us don't even understand we will try to learn somebody else, understand somebody else before we understand ourselves. And then we wonder why we get played in the end. Because motherfucker, we don't know who we actually don't and actually like. We don't even know ourselves. We're still trying to figure it out. I'm still figuring myself out every day. I gotta get to know myself every day. Nice to meet me. When I look in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Not because I'm changing, but I'm talking about like feelings that we have inside that don't show on the outside. So much like a smile or a frown. Because it's inside. It's in the mind. It's like a mental thing. It's like a mental block that's causing you to not be able to go forward. You know what I'm saying? Your fucking ship is sailing into the wrong fucking direction. I'll go chasing waterfalls, you know? It's easier to just take it easy and realize that a lot of the time we start to put a lot of extreme cases on our own behalves of shit that we don't even know the outcome to. We're like slapping us down. We're like, this is what you have this, you have that, you're guilty of this, that, and the third. Might as well be saying that shit. Trying to tell ourselves stuff that we ain't even really true. And then you make yourself believe that that's what's happening. Like the same thing with a weed panic attack. I'm telling you right now, man, I've been smoking weed a long time. I took a break because of this shit. I took a break because of the panic attacks. I was getting them bad. I couldn't stop getting them. It was like, I was like 9-1. Like I was at 9 panic attacks out of 10. And then one, you know what I'm saying? Like that wouldn't be a good peaceful high. Those odds is fucked up. After a while, you gotta admit to yourself that this is like, it ain't worth it no more. It ain't fucking worth it. But I was like, nah, I ain't gonna let that just happen like that. I loved weed too much for that to let that shit just stop some panic attacks. I knew there was something else. I was like, this can't be the weed, man. The weed's not doing this to me. And even if it is, yes, when you smoke weed, you might get a little bit of tachycardia. Your heart might be a little bit fast. But that happens with a lot of things. When you exercise and shit like that. When you do a lot, like your heart, when you start panicking, you get stressed, your heart beats even faster than that. How about that one? So put the two together. You see what you have here. You created this fucking powerful formula of stress and all types of animosity towards your own self. You want to be like not hanging around with nobody no more. You almost becoming antisocial. Said this before. But for those who don't know, that's how I look at the situation. Because a lot of us can agree with that. We start to like try to feel like we almost like outcasted. We can't hang around because they don't understand our problems. They're not listening. But I'm here. I'm listening. I understand. Because that happens to a lot of people. And it does... It's not just you, and it's more than, because you go around your crew, right? You gotta look at it like this. Like, say there's 3 people, y'all smoke. Out of 4 of y'all out of like, you know, there could be hundreds of thousands out there. It's just 4 people you asked. There might be 1 person out of 10 that will actually agree with you locally. They usually have. I found 1 person who kind of agreed with me with the shit. But I came through a lot of smokers before I found that 1 person who could actually go, yo, I had this shit. So I was like, there's gotta be some way. I'll reach out to you two. I'll reach out to the globe. You know what I'm saying? Just to inform and let y'all know that, you know, I'm looking out. You know, big brother right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. And I'm here to help you get through all these problems, man, because I know there is a burden, and it really is a bitch to keep, like, be stuck with that. You can't be able to smoke, happy. You scared to take a dab hit. Here, there's a dab right there. Take a hit. I don't want to take a hit, man. Like, what's the reason why I can't take a hit? I'm offering you a dab hit, dog. Why not? You know, it's this thing, man, when I smoke, man, I get a little bit of anxiety, man. I start like, man, what kind of pussy ass shit is that, man? Just take a dab, motherfucker. Now you take a dab hit, because these motherfuckers pressure you now. Your friends, they pressure you. It ain't that fault, but they teasing you a little bit, just, you know. And you take your dab hit, now you in the bathroom holding your heart, talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you reach up to like 150 that you really didn't count it because you know you got the 12 and you freaked out because it was beating too fast to even count to 150. I dare you to sit there and stand straight. If you can sit there and be steady and calm and count to 150, then you ain't having no fucking panic attack then. That's real talk. How the hell are you going to be having a panic attack when it's happening? That makes no fucking sense. Because you're calm. You're elevated. When this is happening to you, you're very anxious. You're stressed. You want to leave the situation. You feel like fight or flight is hit. and somebody finna get hit. You feeling like you in destruction. You gotta protect your cave. Make sure nobody get inside that motherfucker. You on the defense mode now. All defensive about everything. And then even scared behind all those fucking gated community that you just built for yourself. Hide behind that. Behind that smile or is a tearful clown. Nothing wrong with that. As long as you're happy. But if you're sad inside, man, you gotta find a way to let that shit out and be on the open. Because once you let it out, you come to an agreement with yourself. Okay, I understand myself now. I know that this happens when I get worried. I know I get a little bit tense when I take a little hit of this blunt. I know I start to my panic. Maybe I shouldn't take too many hits. Maybe I shouldn't smoke the whole blunt. Me and Damon shouldn't have hit that whole blunt. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't have. No, you ain't gotta say that no more. Like you, take it slow, take it easy. I'm not gonna tell you to smoke Reggie because don't do that shit. By the way, don't go out trying to find like that lower quality type bud or whatever Reggie and shit, just to try to get away from your panic attack because that you're gonna actually hurt yourself by doing it. Reggie, it'll give you a fucking panic attack more than you believe, man. That's the shit that I always got it from was Reggie. That's what caused that shit. And I never understood that. It took me years to understand that shit. That's what it was. Because that's the only time I get panic attacks that are scary like that last 2 hours. If I'm smoking some fucking dank ass dro, you know what I'm saying? I just smoked some grape kush. I also smoked some Amsterdam kush as well. To each his own. I made my choice. I made my selection. Today I went with the grape kush. I was feeling grape cushy. You know what I'm saying? So I feel smoking that shit, you know. With a great Garcia Vega, you know, baller status type shit. Beautiful weed, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to display that on the camera because I don't need to. But next time I might do that because this ain't that kind of video right now. So, you know, holla at me in the next one. Anyway, acknowledging yourself. You're comfortable with yourself. You know your signs and symptoms now yourself, man. You in the game, man. Nah, man, go ahead, put your jersey back. You in the game, dog. You in there. And I also gave you the key to get to the fucking locker room before everybody else. What you gonna do when you're in there? Choice is yours. Shit, if it was me, I'd go through the pockets of every NBA player. So anyway, like what I'm saying, like basically, you know, like really understand yourself because I was having a panic attack yesterday. If you want to even call it that, because I was able to fight through that motherfucker. Flight. Oh no, I needed to fight. But I fight that shit, the negative shit in that. That happens to me once in the blue moon. I'm not gonna say once. It barely happens. I get a panic attack. So I started acknowledging the symptoms of why, the condition of how I'm feeling, and why I could be possibly having a panic attack. Okay, let's see. I was up drinking and having a good time, and I didn't really get that much sleep. That's one fucking reason. If you don't get sleep, your heart's always gonna be a little bit more elevated. I don't know what planet you're from. That happens. Amphetamines, fucking Adderalls, Ritalins, whatever the fuck else they got out there, the shit, you know what I'm talking about. That stuff will cause that to happen as well. Do you take those and smoke weed? I recommend you don't mix it too. If you're having problems with panic attacks and shit like that, you maybe too much caffeine. Like them old Four Locos, the motherfuckers you have you dead, fucking drunk, but your ass can't even sleep. Man, that shit was poison in the motherfucking can, yo. I drank 2 of them shits to the head one time, not knowing what it was. Man, I was drunk as a son bitch. I could not go to sleep. There ain't nothing worse than that. It's like, that's torture in itself. Man, imagine you like be some drunk son bitch and he's stay drunk like that for the rest of his life. He got drunk retarded and stayed like that. No one's gonna want to hang around this drunk, nasty motherfucker always yelling out shit like Tourette's. No one wants to be around that. It's disgusting. When it's done too much. You know what I'm saying? It just starts to look bad. We all have our own demons though. You know what I'm saying? Each his own. So allow me to retort. Back to what I was saying, it's just, you know, I start to really, it's really important to know yourself, man, and also be careful. Like it's good to find some good, like, you know, some good dro. Like I said, that shit was the stuff really never gives me panic attacks. And when I get those things, they come once in the blue moon, don't last long. I power myself through the symptoms by talking to myself. I was like, okay, I acknowledge that I felt like one thing I'll do when I get an anxiety attack from weed, mainly, or for anything, you'll feel like some kind of when you sigh, like a gesture you make, like inside, you feel it. You'll feel like kind of warmth in there. I know you feel that. And the moment you think, or it can happen in your chest, it can happen anywhere in part of your body. That's what happens to me is the stomach. It's like extreme butterflies, fight, flight type shit right now. Like you on some live or die type shit. Or I gotta fight, win, or die or lose. When you think like that, that's when you start to panic and shit like that immediately. I address that. I was like, okay, I do that when that happens. I couldn't say that 6, 7 years ago. How many years ago I couldn't say those things. I was just always like, oh, it's the weed. I'll never be able to do it again. It's me. Something wrong with me. It's my heart. Went to the doctor. He said, nothing wrong with your heart. Went to the doctor again. He said, nothing wrong with your heart. Went to the doctor. He said, nothing wrong with your goddamn heart. Stop coming here, man. You're wasting dough, man. Wasting insurance money, man. What are you doing? But then he gave me another appointment to come back because, they want that motherfucking dough stat. They don't give a fuck about that. But yeah, man, like long story short, there was nothing wrong with my fucking heart. And he got paid. Because I didn't want to acknowledge or relax a little bit. I was all stressed out. I was always like jittery. Check yourself. Do you do that? You get nervous when you talk to people, start shaking for no fucking reason. Not because you're scared of them, but you just don't feel comfortable. Something's causing you to feel this way. Acknowledge that. Find out, like, what could it be? Start going down the line like a grocery list, man. Just checking off reasons for it. There's nothing wrong with that. It's responsibilities. Take care of yourself. Mind, body, fucking soul. It's taking care of you. No reason to do that stuff. You can't let this problem go out of control, because once it does, it starts to really take over who you are as a person, and people start to think that's who you are. Oh, look, it's the fucking, man, this motherfucker be tripping when he be high, man. He be acting all weird and shit, walking away from the crowd. Yeah, bitch ass, I fucked this girl too. This is bitch ass shit. Now they don't want to fuck with you at all, because I'm telling you, man. It might not get that extreme, you know what I'm saying, thinking that having sex with someone else's girl, wife or whatever, but, people don't want to be around you no more. It seems like you just lost your best friend. You walk around like that, You ain't got nothing to smile, it's like very frowny lately. Looks sad. Even if you're smiling, I can see it in your fucking eyes. I can see it in your eyes that something's not okay with you. Eyes are powerful. Eyes don't fucking lie. But your body does lie to you sometimes. Your body will be tripping you out. That's what happens when you have these panic attacks, right? Your body lying to you like a motherfucker. It'd be like, yo, man, you're panicking, and you'd be like, oh shit, I'm panicking. You know what I do when it happens? I'm like, no, I'm not panicking. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to take a diazepam neither. I made myself not take. I was going to take it because it was that bad. So I thought. So I, went to check my heartbeat. And I'm standing still. I just got done smoking this blunt. And I've been done with the blunt. I'm standing there. My heart was beating. I heard it and I kind of felt it was palpitating. So I was like, I felt it. Instead of going like, oh shit, it's beating too fast and freaked the fuck out. I started acting all scared now. Flight is on. I acknowledged it and was like, you know what? It's just beating hard, not fast. When you feel that shit beating hard like that, that scares you probably more, doesn't it? Because you're like, damn, it's beating hard. It feels like it's trying to come out your chest. But remember this. You're also high. Now, when you're high, you feel things a little bit more extremely, a little bit more intense. You feel it. Weed is the truth. You know what I'm saying? I never feel anything like I feel on weed, like as far as my body's concerned. That's real shit. Now, I'm not talking about like things you see, the mental part. I'm talking about like the way you feel. Like, you feel everything. You drink water, some soda. You feel it like trickle down your. It just tickles down. You feel like you be baked this shit. So you fucked up. You trickle down it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a game. You be sometimes be so high. You be like you see like Christmas lights and shit going down there. You can get. Don't underestimate weed, man. That's what a lot of people be doing. Don't underestimate it like it's some shit that's not. You can get really high on some. I've been high on weed and tripped and like thought I was seeing shit. Like like. It happens, but it's nothing bad about that. That shit right there can lead you to your panic attack as well. You smoke too much and you be like, damn. It can be something that you didn't even really see that can trigger that. I'm telling you, that happens. Like you get high and then like all of a sudden the screen of the TV looks like it's popping out right in your face. For some reason, when you smoke weed, that can happen with any other drug. But on weed, for some reason, you can get very defensive towards yourself. You get very like, oh shit. You get really emotional in a sense. If it's not coming out, it's coming out like physically in a way. Like all the physical signs is the emotional stress that you're having. It's the shit that you won't help release out by your talking. It's coming to hurt your body now. It's gonna come after you one way or another. So try to stop it and track what's happening. But you can't. When this is happening, there's things you can do, steps and tricks and trip. But you know, the best thing to do is to, you know, slow down. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be okay. You're not gonna die. You know what I'm saying? You're just not. Don't tell yourself that goofy shit. You got a lot of living to do. It's better to you know, first of all, you don't know what's gonna happen, so why the fuck you gonna talk about like the worst possible thing that can happen before you even know of a good thing that can happen? What's the point of that? Might as well just go just hide somewhere. Stay there forever. Don't ever come out. Cause that's what it's doing to you. That's what it did to me. I can smoke with whoever now if I want to. I don't really smoke with people like that. I don't really fuck with people too much. Now I got people I mingle with and shit like that, but I don't really you know, go out like that. I just smoke to myself just because I feel comfortable doing that. I also, if I want to smoke a blunt with my cousin, my family, whatever the fuck, of course I'm gonna be able to be calm and cool. Because I'm not worried about shit no more. Every time this happens, I tell myself like, dude, this ain't nothing. The moment I tell myself that, I feel a little bit better. I ignore that shit. Honestly, I ignore it like it's a bad stepchild or something. I just ignore that shit. I be sitting there just like, I be like, man, I think I'm a little bit panicky, man. I'm like, man, fuck that. I'm over here hanging out with my cousins and shit. I'm hanging with my family. We over here, that no one here is gonna do nothing to me. We all family. We know each other since, you know, we grew up together and shit like that. We know each other. Yeah. Kids got kids. Their kids got kids and shit like that. We family here. What the fuck am I tripping about? No, it ain't the weed. They gonna kill me. That ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Not to me. Not to you. Fuck that. So that's way jump the gun when you think that shit. You know deep inside that it won't happen, but you keep trying to tell yourself that it can happen. And for the people who may get offended by me making that seem like a statement, if you know someone that was hurt from weed, I doubt that. I'm just, look, it's there to help you. A lot of things can hurt you in this life and world, but it's, you know, medical purposes for it. That's all I gotta say in the discussion there. But I just want to address that as well. I don't want people to get the wrong idea. I don't know, man. It's just like controlling your patterns again. Like this, the things you say to yourself, like confidently, man. Like, I'm here with all my family. Everything's all good. Nothing's gonna happen here. And that kind of mindset makes you feel better. You think when you're telling yourself like you doing something like athletic wise, you're like, damn, I know we can beat this team. I know we can beat this team. They ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying? Fool got a 3-pointer. That's all he got though. That's all he need. You know what I'm saying? But you still got to tell yourself over talk that, because sometimes there's gonna be a heckler coming in and be like, that's all he need, and you got to be able to be ready for that. Be prepared for that. It happens. Some people heckle you in life. Whether you're a stand-up comedian, whether you're a rapper, whether you're a writer, whatever the fuck you do, I don't give a shit. You're a movie star, actor, you talk shows, radio. Someone might heckle you in your life.